In today's lesson, our aim is I will be able to identify and evaluate algebraic expressions. Let's first talk about what an algebraic expression is. An algebraic expression has three things: numbers, variables, and operation symbols. An algebraic expression does not have an equal sign. If it did, it would be called an equation. Pause the video and write down the three things that an algebraic expression has. Let's explore a little more about what algebraic expressions are. In the chart, you see that 150 plus x and 35w plus 2 are considered algebraic expressions. That's because each of them has numbers, variables, and operations. We'll talk a little bit more about what a variable is in a few minutes. On the other side, we can see that 150 plus 3 is not an algebraic expression because it is missing a variable. 35x plus 2 equals 72 is not an algebraic expression, it is an equation. Equations have equal signs, and we're going to learn more about equations in the next unit. Now that we know algebraic expressions have numbers, variables, and operation symbols, let's explore that a little further. There are important parts that make an algebraic expression. The first part is a variable. In the example 5x plus 10, x is the variable. A variable is a symbol used to represent an unknown number. It is usually a letter of the alphabet. X is a very commonly used variable in math. The number 5 in 5x plus 10 is called the coefficient. The coefficient is the number that is attached to the variable by multiplication. So 5x is really 5 times x. Sometimes a variable is all alone. There is an invisible number attached to it. For example, if you had the variable x, the coefficient is 1. X is the same thing as 1 times x. So 1 would be the coefficient. The number 10 in the expression 5x plus 10 is called a constant. A constant is a number. It's a fixed value that does not change. Next up, we have terms. Addition or subtraction signs separate an algebraic expression into parts. Those parts are called terms. In the expression 5x plus 10, there are two terms. Since I have an addition sign, I like to break up my expression by looking at how many operation signs I have. The plus sign here separates our expression 5x plus 10 into two parts. Our first term is 5x and our second term is 10. So the expression 5x plus 10 has two terms. In the last part of our notes, we're going to learn how to evaluate algebraic expressions. To evaluate an algebraic expression, we substitute the number for the variable and find the value using the order of operations, or GEMDAS. I have a favorite mistake here. 5x means 5 times x. The x is invisible. So if we wanted to evaluate 5x when x equals 4, we substitute the 4 in the place of the x. 5x would really mean 5 times 4, which is equal to 20. A favorite mistake of mine is that students will sometimes put the 4 in the place of the x and think the answer is 54, but it is not, since 5x really means 5 times x. We can do the same thing with the next example. Evaluate 5x plus 10 when x equals 4. We take what x is equal to and we substitute it in the place of the x. So 5x means 5 times 4 plus 10. We follow order of operations. 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 plus 10 gives us our answer of 30. Use these notes to help you answer the questions on the back.